Wylądowałeś na dworcu w Clermont-Ferrand. Robimy teraz małe zakupki i idziemy do Muzeum Michelin. Przerwa na posiłek.
Po co się spieszyć?
Po co się spieszyć?
J'ai en fait récupéré le fromage dans une boîte à part. Ah oui. Donc si tu veux récupérer du fromage,
And you fight. And you practice. Pas mal.
you have to be on a diet.
Olga, mam problem.
A teraz na górę.
C'est kind of rodeo.
Ah oui.
Działa.
Jesteśmy w Muzeum Michelin. Samolocik. Samochód. Same fajne rzeczy.
You will see during the visit that all about Michelin is about mobility, and that mobility is represented here by 3 different items. So you can see here next to the lift mobility on the road represented by that kind of car. I don't know if you know that kind of car. Without any tire. It was the same kind of wheels made with wood or metal and set with iron cycle around. So at the same period in 1888, so 1 year before the Michelin's beginning to start here, in Scotland, Mr. John Boyd Dunlop at the back, and with real tires here filled with air. So as they did with the bicycle, the two brothers decided to participate to a car race in France.
Śmiej się. I ręka jakbyś kogoś powstrzymywał, takie nie zatrzymujcie mnie. Idę.
Sont-elles capables de concurrencer les machines à vapeur et d'un lourd convoi ferroviaire, sans doute en ce qui concerne les omnibus sur de courtes distances. Mais la frilosité des ingénieurs des compagnies ferroviaires qui préfèrent les wagons traditionnels limite la diffusion de la machine à tout le réseau.
So not the tires here, but the tire tested is inside the car. If you want to have a look, you have to go on the other side.
Zaraz cię zdobyjemy.
Piotrek, jakie wrażenia z rajdu dookoła świata?
No wygrywam na razie, więc jest pięknie, prawie go dublujemy. Prawie go
Ustawmy się równo.
Tutaj ktoś przede mną jeździł tak tragicznie.
Nie do stodoły.
No, gdzie mi wyjeżdża?
Kiedyś tak na takiej motorynce waliła w stylu.
Nie. On nagrywa akurat jak ja w kamienia walnąłem.
Rękami się goś z przedzem, co się kręci.
No gdzie? To nie moja wina, że się stresuje jak pan nagrywa.
Ja chcę, żeby było tak fajnie.
Rajd Portugalii za kierownicą Peugeot. Ola Kujawa.
To jest Volkswagen.
Tak? Aha, to przepraszam. To Volkswagen.
Polo.
I jak ci się jedzie, Weronika?
Nie no dobra.
Jaka forma?
Trochę źle,
Ale?
wygram.
Dobra.
Bo jest tylko ja jadę. To wygram.
Czyli będziesz oficjalnym zwycięzcą tego odcinka.
Nie, tak. Wygram, bo mam
Helikopter mnie wyprzedzi, który wisi nade mną. Ładnie, ładnie. Ty to tak się skręca?
Nie?
Nie. Tak się skręca. Tak.
Się podejrza?
Chciałam kupić.
La sensibilité pas suffisante pour que ce soit précis, tu vois.
Vraiment, c'est pas
Mais petit à petit, ça va. Pas trop chargé, pour répartir un peu tes affaires, si tu sens trop chargé, ça peut faire.
Ah, c'est pas la charge qui me gêne.
Non mais je comprends, ouais, mais c'est pas la charge.
Et quelle est la pression?
883.
Oui, on n'a pas perdu de pression de...
Oui, ça descend.
Ça descend, c'est le device. Ouais.
Jeszcze uważaj, spadniesz, to uważaj.
Mais en fait, moi je me suis dit, mais si c'est pour passer... Si c'est pour passer arrivé en haut et vous attendre pendant
Mitsubishi?
Non, comment je peux rater?
Ah merde. Oui, oui. Toyota.
C'est pour les fixes? Oui, quelque chose.
Les lignes, elles appartiennent. Les lignes, elles appartiennent. C'est l'espèce de machin.
Oui, ça va. Ah non. Non, c'est Frise. Non, trop bien. Avec Shakira. T'es nul. C'est 7 minutes. Oui.
les processeurs, ils s'appellent comment? Oui.
Le E, parce que nous le valons bien. Parce que nous le valons bien.
Oj.
Nienawidzę tego pomysłu.
On the outside you'll get an idea of the size of this window and what it looks like. And if you all want to have a look at the tunnel, but it's nicer when it's working, but to get a better idea. Signal, and we get an idea of how dense the atmosphere is. So if there's a layer of dust or anything in the atmosphere, we can see where this layer is. Here's an example of a measurement campaign we did in Corsica, which was very nice. Nice place. And this is what it often looks like in the winter up here. We have a lot of snow. Maybe not today. Okay.
Woda żyć.
How's the weather in Poland now?
Very sunny.
Really sunny.
Yes. 21 degrees. Really. Very hot.
Yeah, okay. You come to France for bad weather. Okay, so it means to take these particles from the outside into our instruments, which are all downstairs in the labs. So for this, we have a whole series of inlets up here that you can see. So there's an outer clean of the inlets. And okay, I'm just going to We're working hard. So here, what you have here, these are we have 4 different inlets. So in each inlet, we have 2 sub-inlets. So there's the main part of the aerosol that goes down here. Then see the direction and stuff like this. And we can, and also down here we can measure how much water is in the atmosphere and what is the average diameter of each cloud droplet. So there are the measurements that are up on the roof. And here we can see the total number concentration in the atmosphere. So it's quite low right now. We're only around 500 particles. This is very clean atmosphere. If you were down in the city, you're going to look around maybe 5,000 or 6,000 particles per centimeter cube. So up here we're really clean air. And we also in here, so it's not here right now, but we also measure aerosol composition, so the chemistry of the particles in the atmosphere. And this is very important because it really helps us understand where particles come from. Again, from vehicles or from the city, you see a lot of nitrates and a lot of black carbon and a lot of organic material. Whereas when it's very clean in the atmosphere, we see a lot more salts and not so much organic or chemicals that we can try and identify. It's not always very easy. In blue we have nitrates, so this is normally ammonium nitrate, so this can come from NOx that's emitted from vehicles that's then neutralized in the atmosphere and it becomes an aerosol particle. And then we have some red, which is the ammonium sulfate, and then the orange is the ammonia. And what we saw here is that when we were in a very clean atmosphere, we had very low concentrations of particles and we only had sulfates and very low organics. However, as soon as we got a peak of pollution, we got a big increase in the organics and the nitrates. So having the chemical information really helped us understand the chemical, or how polluted the atmosphere was. And in addition to this, what we do is we look at where the air masses come from. So during these pollution episodes, we observe that these air masses are coming, mainly they travel over the continent. And what happens is they accumulate emissions from several cities. So it's not just from our city, it's not just from Paris, but it's just an accumulation over the lifetime of this air mass before it arrives here. And this is why in Europe people try and get every city to make air dome, even though we're far from any local emissions. And we do still see a very strong variation, a yearly variation, which is normal, but it still gradually increases over the years. And so this instrument here is measuring those gases. Every 5 minutes we get a measurement of these gases. And what we do is we sample in one of these cartridges that you see that goes around, and then we get I'll have to ask but we can get a mass spectrum of the chemical compounds that are found in the gas phase in the atmosphere. So here it's really the gas phase over